Meow. I love my meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do. Hmm. Okay. That is not what I need. Let's have a look. Wrist brace. So. Okie dokie. Alright. We need enemies. Wherever they are. Or animals. Whichever one will do. Okay. 54142. Ooh, mockeries. Perfect. What do I want to test? So that's increased lock-on. Okay. Take you away. Courage. And courage. So you are 90 and 80. Gotcha. Okay. Oh man, all the mockeries are gone. What? God damn it. Oh well. Hmm. There we go. Okay, lock on socks. With no build, at least. So... No, 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 no. With controller aim assist on. Okay. So that seems to lock on better. Yo, we have got a magical looking wolf. Okie dokie. Combat arts is good. Swap weapon. Increased duration. Orbiting flyblade. Maybe? That'll be fine. So, smite. We certainly do want. Spectre strike. No. Projectile speed. Or increase lock on range. That's probably what we want. And smite. I think what I'm going to do is not the smite. So build into perfect throw. Wind's favor. Increase lock on. Let's see if we can max that. Okay. And then 1 point to smite. Tegstar, hello, hello. Doing well? Yeah. I'm trying to kind of figure out a little bit of information that I discussed with someone this morning. It was just something about something to do with grace and range. So I think what I'm trying to do is just have a look at the information and then just do a bit of testing with it. It's to do with the fly blades. I got some really cool information just in reference to grace range usage on weapons. I had a look back into some information that I was sharing a little while ago. I don't think it was too far back, but it was to do with range on weapons and the AoE of bows, or I guess like the range of bows, and just the connection between the actual virtue grace. So it's interesting what they pulled up and said, hey, give me a little bit more detail on like how you benchmark that. So I think informationally, I thought originally that grace would affect the range on your weapons, which doesn't seem to be true. it's predominantly your actual abilities of your pact. So what I've been playing around with this morning is just completely removing any sort of grace-based like equipment, totems, combat arts, and any points into grace at all, just to see how, if there's any like difference within, say, like Flyblade attack, or the way that they operate as a weapon. So I'm just playing around with the combat arts within the Flyblades, and just figuring out a little bit to do with lock-on range and how far the Flyblade will go. I think from what I'd seen previously, just playing through, was the AoE of the arrow hail seemed to go a little bit further, but it looks like now with the arrow hail, it seems to just have like a maxed cap at how much range you can actually get on that. So there's really no synergy between the actual grace virtue attunement, predominantly just with your abilities. So I'm just doing a little bit of a run around just with the Flyblades and arrows, and just kind of adjusting the combat arts, completely removing stuff and then adding it back in. But then with range, not really testing the abilities just yet, more so the actual weapons themselves. And I'm glad that they brought it up, because I thought, okay, it just made me think about it more. And the controller aim assist, seeing how that functions. Previously, I think, in an earlier prelude, enable controller aim assist seemed to be a little bit more functional in assisting, like aiming at enemies. So I'm just kind of having a bit of play with it on and off, just to see the differences between them. But also doing like a little bit of a promo code thing. There is I think there's a code giveaway directory wide for Soulframe on the 15th, but I've been able to acquire the extra codes that I've acquired from watching the Envoy hours. So I thought, you know what, jump in and just do like a little code giveaway. And that's tomorrow morning. And then I believe on the 15th, that's when directory-wide, anyone who's streaming Soulframe can do a code giveaway, so people can get drops from them, which is really cool. So wow, thank you, Arangal. So I'm just trying to see. Right, so it's more like angled up, the further that will travel. Alright, so that hits that tree. Okay. My big fight's going better and better. Also, I claimed a lot today. Your big fights? Oh, you mean like your boss fights? That is a positive. Alright, so that hits pretty far away. It's not a lock-on, but it's more of like a trajectory angle that you've got to go for. So, as far as, yeah, the synergy between Grace and weapon range, not apparent as I thought. Which boss fights are you enjoying the most, Textar? Okie dokie. So, yeah, the Discharged Nimrod is very good. I'm just trying to think of which packs would be useful. So, Orangol gives more courage, which is nice. So I'll just keep courage on for now. How much are they? Do you mean like bosses in the game? Grace. So how? Pack Hunter. Let's go Tethrin. Main bosses? Chubby Spam. I like the name. Oh yeah, Soulframe. Yeah. I'm just going through and playing a little bit around with the virtues. Indeed, I love Soulframe. I'm just having a bit of a play with the virtues at the moment and just seeing and playing around with the range of weapons. Because I had a conversation with someone and they said, hey, like, can you clarify a bit just what you're talking about with your virtue application for your weapons? So what I'm doing is just playing with like the least amount of grace, establishing it completely into courage. I don't really need duration for it. And then having a look at the combat arts as well. There's no real range increase on the bow combat arts themselves. But on the combat arts for the fly blades, there is an increased lock-on range and increased projectile speed. So I'm just kind of playing around with it a little bit to see and just double check that Grace purely is based on range of your abilities of your packs and not really affecting your weapon damage, your weapon range, sorry. How long did it take to get into the preludes? For me, it wasn't... I've still signed myself up, but there's going to be a directory-wide streaming event next weekend on November 15th. That's going to be anyone who wants to stream Soulframe. You can enable drops from the directory, and you can watch, I think it's for like 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure. And then pretty much it's like everyone can get a code from anyone streaming Soulframe, which is awesome. But I was able to acquire a few of the extra codes that I've been able to obtain from watching the Envoy hours with Soulframe, and I thought I'd just run one tomorrow. So just kind of promoting it today, and then I'll probably be running, I think it's about like 2 to 3 hour stream. So I thought if I can get an extra code out to someone prior to the directory wide, why not? And then have a look at doing the stream on the directory wide event on the 15th. just doing a little bit of testing around the graphics as well. And just like GPU kind of benchmarking, really. All right, let's go. Not that. And trying not to kill the game. Keyword, trying. Okay. But getting into the preludes for me, it didn't really take me all that long. I ended up just hanging out in a chat with the Soulframe streamer, and they ended up offering me a code. So that's how I got into the preludes. I got in Preludes 8, and it's Preludes 11 now. And it's definitely worth getting into, so I definitely think grab the code, and then also jump into the directory-wide event. So for anyone streaming Soulframe, they can have drops enabled. So I'll be doing that one as well. So very excited for that, because it's going to be really cool to see a lot more players join the game. Alright, so ludicrous graphics are quite heavy intensive, that's for sure. Kalbuski, what's up, Smooth? Just curious how long you're liking this game. Downloaded a week ago, just waiting for a key. It's really good, to be honest. There's a lot of different elements to it, that's for sure. It's certainly its own game, I'll say that. It does have elements of, I'd say, Souls-like kind of elements. Dodge rolling. Especially with like boss fights as well. Different kind of mechanics in the game. Soulframe definitely puts their own spin on things. Especially when it comes to like the combat arts, I would say. I enjoy it though, very much so. Alright, we'll do that. And then I'll go to medium. Medium graphical intensity. It's a very good game though. I've been, playing it for a while, and it's a very good game. It's very beautiful. The map's massive as well. And for being out roughly 24 months, this entire area is well worth traveling. Certainly about the adventure. The combat is really, really fun. I've been playing around with a few of the different elements in the game. I'd probably say the most interesting part is understanding how their different virtues of strength, duration, and range for these three elements, how they combine with, say, like your weapon, and how much damage output you can create. But not just that, there's a lot of other elements that I've been kind of diving into as well. There's a new system, or reintroduced system, of totems, which open up a lot of different like defensive abilities. There's utility as well. Smite chance is essentially as an in-game critical hit. But having a look at, say, the different damage outputs that you can apply, like 40% damage to a nearby enemy on each hit, is really, really nice. So this is the totem system. So you basically go around charming animals and that will give you a replica totem of themselves, and you can collect all your materials, harmony specifically, to be able to rank them up to a level 3. And then on the border of the vines, you get 3 little leaves on some of them. If you do get different colors, so your green are essentially like your most common find, your medium rarity is your purple, and then if you are lucky enough, you can get a yellow based totem as well, but it's only on certain weapons, which I find really interesting. So that's just one element. Another element is runes. These empower your weapons, and they're very fun. So this one ignites your blade, or any melee blade that you've got. Flyblade's Arcstorm is insane. It adds a voltaic lightning strike, not just to your flyblades, but also your magic weapons. So you've got a huge roster of different weapons within the game. These are the magic type weapons. If they say the art is magic and the damage is voltaic, these are arcanic magic weapons. They're very good, but I've just been testing a little bit more of the capabilities of the different art trees or combat arts. So this is the current rotation of weapon styles that we've got in the game: fly blades, short blades, long blades, bows, sword and board, and polearms, and magic weapons. So you can go into their particular combat art and adjust what you want. Say, for example, smite is a critical strike to the soul, and that's how those enemies that I was fighting before glow. Another element to the game is being able to suck their soul out of the enemies that you're coming up across, and that essentially works in synergy with an empowerment of the rune that's been applied to your weapon. So I'll show you Alka's Breath. It's specific to the bows, and it's very good. So also Calbruski, thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Nice. If you're still looking for the game key, I will be doing the code giveaway. So that's what I'm doing today, is just promoting it. And then the following week, I'll be doing a stream for Soulframe as well. So I'll enable drops on there. I believe I can. I am affiliated on Twitch, so I'll be running that event probably for a good, like, 4 to 6 hours, depending on the time frame. I may actually start it a lot earlier than 7 a.m. my time, because I do know a lot of people who tune in, more so my morning time is pretty much like US based for the most part. So being able to be on an earlier time frame, even like 5 o'clock in the morning, is going to be pretty early for me, but I think it'll be worthwhile, because if I can get another person into the into the game, and you've been looking for a while, then I thought promoting a code giveaway today was a wise choice. So I only was able to acquire the extra codes because I went and jigged around with my account and be able to claim the rest of the codes that I had via those Soulframe streams as well. So I'm glad that I could, because I didn't know how to do it before, and now I do. So someone else recommended, you know, just disconnect your accounts and see how you go. I was like, righto. So I did that, and yeah, it seemed to work. So let's have a look. Visual effects intensity. I'm going to drop that completely off and see how that operates. Alright, so it's pretty clean. Like, you can still see particle base, which is good. But I just wanted to kind of have a play around with the settings a bit more. With each update or hotfix, it seems to get better and better, which is nice. So oh no, there's Cabbage Patch Kids. Hello. Alright, take on the Sinecure. Leave me alone. But overall, I would say if you like a story-driven, explorative style game, Soulframe definitely does that. It definitely helps out in the aspects of exploration. You've got your tier 3, tier 1 events with a particular faction that you can choose to be part of. And there's about 3 factions at the moment. So you can actually pull different enemy bosses from each faction that you're a part of randomly. It's all RNG based. And that was just the Soul Smite that I was referring to. And then the empowerment of the weapon, you can tell, just glows in your hand, which is pretty dope. And you do get a timer for it as well. So the Smite mechanics essentially are a really cool mechanic that I really enjoy. Because you can continuously keep stealing souls if you keep smiting enemies as well. Is there more open world then? Magister, hello, welcome. This is pretty much the main amount of open world as such. It is quite a large map though. It did start off roughly, I think, it was actually just this portion of the game when the game initially started. And now it's increased to quite a large island, I would say. It's a really, yeah, like the story is really good. You do get a lot of information through the different locations that you visit. Ancestors, these are spirits essentially that you come across. I don't really want to ruin much for you guys. But you do learn a lot about your ancestors over time. And that increases, say, like your character level. Fables are essentially your quests within the game. These aren't technically in order within here. But you do have quite a few fables at the moment. So as far as the story goes, you do figure out quite a lot pretty quickly. So like an online Skyrim. Yeah, you could think about that. Yeah, essentially. Not quite like Skyrim. We don't have the ability for modification in that sense of Skyrim. But as far as, say, like being able to alter a build for your character, yeah. You do have something that you can do, or quite a few things. Being able to tailor your virtues that increase or decrease your health, your courage's strength or damage output. Your spirit is based on ability duration, which these magical arms that we collect over time all have 3 different abilities on them. And these are the 3 starter kits as well. This one was my particular choice when I first started. And if you've ever played, say, like Warframe, it's essentially you rank everything equipment-wise that you get to rank 30, and then you get a good boost of experience from it. And they help to boost and synergize with your weapon combat arts, essentially. But these only focus on the particular weapon type that you're using. So I'm just playing around with a few bits and pieces today. But I do enjoy the fact that you've got quite a large roster of weapons, but I've removed a few of them, the earlier stage weapons, because they're only a 1-star. They are good weapons, but at the moment we do have a little bit of an inventory block, I would say, because I've used all my in-game premium currency and I've rushed the building of certain weapons or pieces of armor as well. Appreciate the info. We'll be watching as you stream. Very informed. Thanks. How's the multiplayer in the game? Look, Cal, I think the co-op is a lot better than what it was. It wasn't amazing, but it's gotten a lot more stable. Like every hotfix that comes through, there's little tweaks and upgrades each time. I'm actually going to take this one for a spin. It's not bad. It's not as bad as what it was initially when the game I think first came out. But as I say, like I've been part of it since about Preludes 8, which is about a couple of months ago. But overall, it's stable enough that you can actually play. It is predominantly on PC. It is on Steam Deck as well, I've been told. So I actually play on PC. I don't know about the like cross-platform for it. How do you level yourself up? Essentially, there's a few ways that you can level up your envoy. Firstly, like we're roughly able to level up to about 16.5 bond as a envoy, which is our character. You do level up by quite a few ways. By exploring the entire map, collecting these world trees. I believe there's about 19 to 20 of them, I'm pretty sure. I don't want to ruin the story, so I'm going to do this real quick. I think there's roughly about 19 points that you have to pick up. I'll show you that. Doing these, like Kith of King's Tale, rank 1, I'll just run you through one just to show you. Basically, by using your pact, which gives you the magic abilities, they start off with the very first ability, and then they start opening up more abilities as you level it. You start off at rank 0. Once you get to rank 10, you actually have access to all 3 abilities in a pact. So I'll run you through Tethering, because it's a very easy pact, essentially, to explain. Basically, your head honcho of your faction will say, hey, go and do this faction run for me, and that will give you experience. You basically pick up plants, destroy stuff, you're materially collecting everything that you possibly come across, which is quite a lot. But even just killing enemies will give you an absorption of experience points. As you see, you just keep on leveling up your weapons, your pact, and that inherently will increase your character level over time. You can create armor in the game as well. You do need resources to create all of these different pieces of armor. The only things that you don't necessarily have to craft, I'm pretty sure the Forget Fire leathers, which is your very initial starting like armor, essentially. I don't know what it's like for people who are starting Soulframe, say like from this series onwards. We did get 3 different armors in the game. They are very low statistics of, say, like armor stats, but the 3 starter kits are very, very good. It depends on how you want to play or start your game, essentially. Like Tethering will give you a much bigger damage output, so I'll just showcase that against the a couple of enemies. But essentially just running around, collecting all the materials that you can get, kill the enemies. You do have certain level areas, similar element to, say, like Elden Ring, where the starter area, you know, you've got like your level 1 to like 10 enemies. Very similar here. So the map kind of breaks itself down into a multi-leveled experience with enemies. Predominantly the very starting area, most of the enemies start off at like level 1, and they start creeping up to, say, like 10. And then after 10, you got 10 to 20, and then 20 plus. And then you can get plus 30 enemies levels up in this area, which are pretty aggressive, and they are very tough, especially for a starting envoy as well. There's a few surprises along the way when it comes to leveling, but you do get used to the mechanics and how the game teaches you how to level your envoy. But it's mostly spend time, have a look around, explore the world, get the world trees, visit all these different locations around the map, and as you uncover more points, you do come across informational orbs, essentially, that you can collect. There is also a very different mechanic in this game. It's called Soul Sight. It basically helps you absorb souls, but also highlights things around you that are points of interest or items that you may not be able to see very easily. But also you're able to see essentially souls and spirits that you come across. So as an example, like I can just keep on pressing the key and it continues to highlight certain little bits and pieces if they're nearby. If they're not nearby, they won't really show up. But say like I found a pumpkin over here, I can just press soul mode and it kind of gives it a little bit of a glow to the item, and then I know that I can interact with that. So it's either smashing stuff, or you can walk up to it and you can select it and interact with it. So same thing with these dudes. These are my faction leaders, I guess, missives. They give you a little bit more of an information, and it's like, hey, go on this quest and do this. It's like, righto. We also have a spirit guide. I call it Flappy Bird. He just flies around. He's pretty good. He basically helps you track what mission that you're on. So getting used to those mechanics when you first start in Soulframe, I found was really beneficial, getting to use those mechanics a lot of the time and very frequently, because it makes your later experience in the game, I think, a little bit easier, especially when it comes to stealing souls. Because there was a bit of a change with soul mode or soul sight this preludes as well, so it's been interesting seeing how it operates now. It basically split the ability into two different keybinds, so I kind of had to relearn how to do soul sight, but then also do soul mode. But the reason behind it was being able to utilize a couple of different elements together, and then basically you do a soul sight, and then you do a soul steal, and then you can capture animals as well. You charm them. That's what we're doing now. And it gives you the opportunity to play the correct tune, get the replica of their totem that they have, but also obtain harmony to be able to rank that particular totem up. And that one gives you a 5 level, and also the weapon that it can be applied to as well. But for now, what I'm doing is playing with the Odiak electric voltaic gauntlets, and I've also got the totem system applied to these, but also the runes. So what I just did was just pulled their souls out of their body, and that means they're smote, which is the smite mechanic in the game, which is pretty fun. It's very satisfying. It can restore your health. It restores the ability of the pact. So say if I use the blue ability on my pact and they glow blue and I steal their soul, it will regenerate that ability quite quickly, or basically instantly. So I'll just use all of my abilities and see if we can get a smite off again. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. But it does depend on... There we go. So we just got a blue soul, and then that will regenerate and activate my rune, fill my health up, and replenish the third ability, Clash, which is basically a get away from me card if you get surrounded by enemies. So not the mission-based Warframe. It's kind of similar to Warframe in that aspect. Like, your fables are basically your quest that you get sent on. It's not necessarily Lotus based. It's definitely Soulframe or your particular ancestor that is running that particular fable or quest for you, or assisting you. And over time, they make a little bit more sense the more you play through with them as well. So, but for the most part, if you ever get stuck, I always think, check your journal. That's where all your active quests are. And then your codex is essentially your codex of compendium of information. So it does help you understand a little bit more about the world, the ancestors that you do come across, and all the fables as well. So it gives you a little bit more of an aspect of, hey, I want to replay the very first fable, War Songs, which you can. I think there is a few other elements coming through, hopefully, where they'll be able to possibly replay fables, or all of them. It's not a guarantee, I don't think, but I really hope that they do increase that, because I really enjoyed the last fable that we had access to at the moment. I'm just going to play around with a few bits and pieces. Gonna do that, and then I'm going to drop these as well. I got a code as a Twitch drop, so go and download and try it. Oh, hell yeah, do it, honestly. Essentially, if you've got your soulframe.com account set up with your Twitch, which I'm sure you do, I would highly recommend getting into it, to be honest. It's a really fun game. The exploration, the different enemy types as well, really, really nice. But the combat's gotten a lot faster as well, so the movability of your character is really, really nice. I mean, you can technically dodge roll. I don't really dodge roll that much. I pretty much just brace for the pain, maximize my armor, so I can basically sit there and essentially lightning bolt the crap out of enemies, which is pretty satisfying. Enemies generally drop quite a little loot. The Sinecure, even the corrupt enemies as well. The mini-bosses within the game are really, really well put together, I would say. We are looking at different weapons coming into the game. I'm pretty sure a heavy blade, or at least a greatsword. I'm not too sure if there's more blunt-style weapons coming through, so there's a lot of different weapons that'll be coming through, hopefully, within the next preludes. Which may potentially be this year. I'm not too sure. So, interesting name, 2025. But I appreciate the follow anyway. It's been a pretty good journey with Soulframe so far. So, predominantly a lot of the people that I've met through the player base, they've all been really, really lovely. And it's really interesting to see the information that different perspectives have. So it's definitely fun. You learn a lot of different mechanics within the game, and being a Warframe player as well, I've played Warframe for like a decade. It's really nice to see a different kind of pace to a game that DE makes. So I really, really enjoy Soulframe for a lot of the elements that it has, especially the puzzles as well. I really enjoyed, say, like the lure puzzles in Warframe, so I'm certainly enjoying the Soulframe puzzles like these in the game as well. Yeah, the Warframe community is amazing. Like, it's massive as well, so I can only imagine over time Soulframe's just going to keep garnering a larger community over time, so I've got no doubt about that. I think they are mentioning something about Founders Packs for Soulframe, and that's definitely something I'm looking forward to myself. Unfortunately, I'm not a Warframe founder. I wish I was, but I was probably a little bit too young at the time. But I found Warframe roughly 10 years ago, so around like 2015-ish, I'd say. So I wouldn't have even been able to obtain the Founders Pack anyway. I'm not too sure how long they ran it for, but I'm certainly going to be jumping in to become a Soulframe founder. This is definitely my sort of game. It's got a lot of different elements to it. The music, the story, the art, the combat systems, a lot of this sort of playstyle I really enjoy. Like dungeon crawling, you can go and explore. The puzzles, a lot of the combat is really, really fun. You can come up with some really interesting builds as well. So seeing a lot of what has transpired so far within this Preludes has definitely given me a really solid foundation to work even more with, so to speak. So I don't think so, buddy. The magic effects too is definitely predominantly what got me into the game. But even having like the physical melees as well has been really, really satisfying. Just to test everything out and have a play with it, see what works, how it works. So meeting people who get right into like the meat and bones of how a particular build will operate is really, really nice to see the diversification of just how people play a game completely differently. It's really, really nice. So I think there's a secret room here. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Negatory. I'm new to Warframe though, late to the party. You're never too late. Literally, like, you've got so much content in Warframe to go through, hey. Don't take that the wrong way. Like, it's definitely worth taking your time in Warframe. You can... I think when I first started, I was grinding so much. I learned to just step back and just enjoy the ride. And I'm certainly doing the same thing with Soulframe now. So, don't feel like you're behind within Warframe. You're never too late in anything, is something I believe in. Sometimes it feels that way, but it's not necessarily true. So, enjoy the ride in Warframe. There's a lot of people I've been able to meet through Warframe. There's a lot of Warframe content creators as well. I love Warframe. It's great. So, this game reminds you of Kingdoms of Alamar. I'm not too sure if I played that one, to be honest. Those lightning stones definitely remind me of those really annoying dudes in Elden Ring, though. As far as the combat goes, though, I have to say, like, it's definitely increased in... I really enjoy it. It's increased in, say, like, movability. Like, the aggression of enemies as well is a lot more satisfying. And having, like, a stagger bar on your envoy, but also enemies as well through boss fights, is really, really cool. So, I'm actually going to come up against a boss soon, so I will go and take you guys towards her and see how we go against her. There she is. I followed you after you showed up in Chris's chat. Oh, true. Thanks, Magister. That's dope. Are you from the UK as well, or where do you hail from? Oh, I want your soul instead. Thank you very much. I sure do. What's your name? Banneret Stein. Righto. Having the capability of the runes to activate a particular passive, Arcstorm basically just gives like an absolute ton of lightning. It's extremely satisfying, especially against these sorts of bosses. The only thing I will say is that the UI does bug out a bit, so it is a bit harder to see the health bar of some enemies as well. So I'm sure that'll be fixed up within the next hotfix as well. But you basically just got to break their stagger bar, which can be quite a lot. And that particular clash ability does not stun her at all, which is not ideal. She does like to try to heal through all of your damage as well, which is semi-annoying. But it's a good challenge though. Dope. Victory stance. Thanks, Flappy Bird. Oh, sweet. Gildor blessed by Mora. That is nice. And yeah, the bosses generally drop pretty good loot. The item that I just picked up, the Gildor, is something that can switch the attunement of your weapon, of which virtue it attunes to. So, courage is pretty much your strength, but what I'm aiming for is a Feybolt, which is a magic joinery that can be applied to a weapon to change its attunement away from spirit. So I am looking to attune a weapon with this particular item, but it's called Iridus, which attunes to spirit. But I also want the one, it's the attunement of Mora, which is a courage based. So what I'm trying to do is retune these gauntlets, the lightning gauntlets that I have, away from spirit, so it boosts with courage, and that's what this pack does, is boosts your strength or damage output. And this particular first ability essentially coats your weapons into like these blood thorns. It lasts for about 5 hits, whether you make the hit or not, and it's consecutive snowball effective damage output, which is pretty cool. It's almost 2 a.m. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would say it's definitely bedtime for you. Yeah, it's almost midday here for me, so if it's midday here, I basically just kind of count like 2 hours ahead, roughly, and then just switch the AM PM. So I know like my morning-ish streams are roughly your guys' very early morning. So I think that's why I may actually be doing... I'll have a look at the time frames and adjust it accordingly. Probably like an afternoon stream would probably be more effective for more people to be able to join in. But wherever you are in the world though too, it's not easy because everyone's time frame or time zone is different, so you can get melee hits as well off, which are pretty fun. Unarmed combat, it actually does a lot more damage than what it used to. So, but yeah, just playing around with like GP benchmarking, seeing how all the effects interact, and then just stress testing a few things on my end, especially while streaming. So I thought I'd just jump in and just do a bit of a run and just kind of showcase a few things here and there. So I hope you guys are enjoying, because I certainly do enjoy sharing. Alright, so that tier 3 bounty's done. So hopefully I get another one. Alright, let me out. Static Green, hello. How are you going? How goes the Soulframe? Alright, do we have any enemies here? Any Manyenki Pauk. That translates to small spider. Which, I mean, these guys aren't really small, but... I'm doing okay. What's the difference in Tales 1 to 3? You definitely get a lot better rewards on the tier 3s. Much higher rewards. It depends on the RNG dropped rates and what kind of enemy you're going up against. I don't really have a huge amount of info on, say, like the drop tables and how they interact. Not quite like Warframe. I think there is a Soulframe wiki. I was playing with another Soulframer the other day. Laurel, I think the name was. And they were testing out the Ode Tempest Pact with myself in the Endless Blade run. But as far as RNG drop rates, etc. go, I would probably say probably my experience of playing with the Silent Rose faction generally has the best RNG drop rates for the items that I've been focus farming, essentially. 500? I think so. I'd have to double check the patch notes, in all honesty. A lot of information's probably shifted and changed since the last preludes, to be honest. Especially around XP gains. And because we can't actually visually see the experience being dropped off in the game anymore, where initially we were able to. So I can run this 1 star, because this will be really quick. But I think it's around 350 to 500 per tier 3. But you also get the allocated experience deposit from, say, like enemy death. Oh, hello. Enemy deaths and like the ending, like bonus XP essentially at the end. Predominantly from the boss though, of whatever boss star that you go up against. So I'm not too sure if that's being increased at some point. I think what it is predominantly to do with the of how fast people can complete the content, really. Alright, we'll go here. 1500, away from max pack level. Nice. Oh, which pack are you using? Is it the Siren? Or the Tetherin? Or a Shielder? I can't remember which one. Alka's Children. Yeah, that's the Shielder. That one's a very good pack. Very good choice to start with. That's the one that I chose initially. But we didn't kill the last slug. And it's still shoving its spines into me. How rude. I didn't actually see how much experience points that I got then. But it's not really a lot for the tier 1 bounties. So tier 3 are probably your best ones to go for. Where's Nimrod? I'm going to go see him. The experience points do go up with enemy level as well. So if you feel like you can take on, I would probably say like 15 plus 20 level enemies, then definitely go for it. You'll learn pretty quickly what level you can pretty much confidently and safely take on without completely axing yourself. Alright, so Clash isn't operating like the way that it was. Yo, okay, that was rude. Right. Okie dokie. So that was all done without controller aim assist on. Okay. And I want to drop this down a bit with a fist pump. Hell yeah. Right. Let's see how 50 works out. Team reduction. Oh, screen shake. No thanks. We do not like screen shake here. Shield is a really good pack though. Static. Like really, really good. The Elder Bloom is phenomenal. Thaves. Alright. I'm gonna go take on the releasing animals in cages too also gives you a bit of experience points. Basically everything in the game gives you experience. But you'll get the biggest amount of XP from utilizing your weapons, your packs, crafting armor, crafting weapons, and doing your faction tales as well. Alright, where are we at here? Oh, hey guys. Right. Flash, you are not operating. Mind you, I've got like 0 range on it. So that's probably why. Alright, there's that. Shield enemies, I dislike you. There we go. That passive is really fun. It generally takes care of enemies very quickly. Okay. Cool. Oh, wait. Oh no, I'm caged. I'm in a glass cage of emotion. Get away from me. Oh man. I always miss that soul. Come on. Just take it. There we go. And delayed stall still? Sweet. Cool. I've got an absolute truckload of those. I am going to go do... Mr. Nimrod. And hopefully I can come across some of those willow wings as well. Oh, hey, squirrel. What are you doing? Can I please have a copy of you? That would be appreciated. Alright, bud. See ya. The spry little squirrel. I probably will take a shelter. Tethering has been fun, but I really do enjoy this pack, to be honest. I'm just trying to remember if I have done a reset on these. And to reset all of your equipment as well is free, which is great. So it's kind of like putting a former in your weapon or your warframe. But it's free so far. I don't know if that will change in future. Alright, what are the stats at? 2022. Alright. So I'll put 5 in grace, and then I might actually drop courage, add grace with that. And then I just want to double check for the stats. Alright, so 10, 15, 20. That should be sufficient, I would say. And hopefully we get a Fable joinery from Mr. Nimrod. There's a 3-star. Bugger it. I'm going to go do it. And then I'll go do Nimrod. He can wait. Phantom Flock is really good for building stagger as well. Yo. Come on, Flappy Birds. Take him down. They only do like 1 damage per pack, but there's like hundreds of them. They really don't like enemies, and they do build up over time, but they take a while, so the duration in spirit on the Phantom Flock can last quite a while. I will take your soul, and I will replenish my energy and my health. Thank you very much. Tantrum Lightning. You can sacrifice yourself anytime. I'm glad that whoever's leveling a particular pact mentions one. I like being able to step back into the Oshielda. It's a really, really nice pact. Especially for its healing mechanic. It's still really strong, but it's not as strong as what it was before. Alright, hopefully we get the... should I change my region for Orangor's Fang? Hola, Artek. I mean, I haven't really tried that myself, but I'm happy to. So I play in North America, so let's go to... I'll go to Oceanic, which is my region. It's not a guarantee on that. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the RNG base is localized around the faction that you're a part of and the drop tables. It's just an idea that I had. It's not a confirmation or anything of that being able to jump from region to region is going to give you different equipment, but I'm just trying stuff out. Oh, Muckeries, where'd you come from? Hey guys, just coming out of the graveyard. And that guy just fell through the map. He did it again. He must be stuck in a cycle loop. That's funny. Yeah, he's definitely stuck in a cycle loop. There he goes. Oop, there he is. Oh, I got out of it. I've done that before. I've fallen through the world map a couple of times. It's pretty funny to do it. But unstuck fixes everything. I fell through the map. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty... Oh, look, I think... Oh, no. That guy just resurrected himself. Yeah. I've had that happen, too. It's pretty funny. I love it when they stop guarding themselves. Eventually, the lightning will catch up to them. And they'll die. Excuse-moi, sir. These guys don't like the sharp damage or magic damage at all. As in, they don't accept it very well. They're very armored against it. Oh man, you can miss really easily with that that third ability though. I probably just got too much DPI for my mouse though. It's generally set from Warframe though. I probably could set up its own profile. Do you have Narash or Tassad? Nope, he's having a bit of a moment there. Okay. All right. I swear that was a stag. I don't know what that sound was, but anyway. All right, Bambies, you're free. All right, let's go do this 3-star. I hope that I can get the Feybolt joinery sorted out too. I'll see if I can go down to a glade area as well, Turk, and have a look at the Oh, sweet, we did get the Badagar stag. Let's have a look. What's down here? Yeah, I'll go to the Glades of Andoran. It's not the one that I generally go to. Like, I will generally go to this one. But I'll double check that one and see if there's any chance that the Orangor's Fang can drop, because I only need one more fragment, and that has been an absolute bitch to get. But I did switch away to Kid the Kings though, and I haven't seen a fragment since, so that's why I'm honestly thinking that the RNG drop tables are all different for all the different factions at the moment. New haircut? Jacked up. Yeah, I did it the other day. I think I did it like a couple of days ago. And yes, I did my own hair. Granted, I used to work in the hair and beauty industry for a very long time. Oh yeah, sweet. 501. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully it just keeps on getting traction. I really am very proud of that. So hopefully that just continues over time. I'm not very good with, like, I guess the planning out of things. I just do things when I feel, which is probably not ideal to build a channel, but I'm actually pretty chuffed with that. To me, that's a milestone, especially within, like, I think like 6 months. So it definitely makes me look at how I'm producing information and what I can do to, I guess, just create a better reach for it though. I love that passive for this pact as well. And we get a double whammy. Oh wow, we get a triple. Thank you very much. Cool. Yeah, the more souls that you get to steal, the longer the rune stays active, which is great. Come on, beat it. I'm not going to worry about that stuff. I'm going to go head... Wait, I do have to. I need those animals, unfortunately, for the next stage of the bounty. Come on, guys. Be free. Fist pump. Nimrod. I will see you soon. I see your lightning. Alright, what's that? I hope the avocado actually shows up this time. Rose's bodkin. Don't mind if I do. How goes the Warframe testing though, Jacta? What were you testing the other day? I think it was just leveling gear, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Where are you, bud? You little avocado thing. Roughly around this area. Okie dokie. Let's go for a run. There's a squirrel. Avocado, where are you hiding? Made Loki into a nuke? Hell yeah. Scary horse. Samesy, how you going? Oh, there you are. Hello. Yes, I am Leggy. Alright. Like usual, you have nothing for me to buy. Hopefully that changes soon. Alright, Vedagar it is. I feel like I'm going to be putting myself through a lot of pain with this one. But at least I want the experience for the secondaries I've got on. Scary horse. We do love it. Oh, Sammy, I don't actually have the music thing on today. Interestingly enough, I probably will not be doing music during Soulframe anymore. It's only because the music that plays can copyright, and then it fucks with your channel and stuff. So I'm not going to be playing any music other than the actual game sounds and music anymore. More so for like the immersiveness. So on other games maybe, but yeah, not for Soulframe. I'm locked in for the new career mode. Oh, what does that mean? Okay. What should we call the Vedagar stag? Roger. I'm surprised he doesn't stagger you anymore. But if you come down this way... So that still does 1 damage on the fly blades. We've done this multiple times this week. Some of these Vedagars take a good amount of damage. Some of them take absolutely nothing. Unless I'm missing something when it comes to the stagger bar. Or the damage type that they are resistant to. It's building 3 horse team. Oh, true. Wow, that's dope. So what does that mean exactly? Okay, so heavy assaults do knock you back, which is nice. Let's see if you can come down and get the Sinecure to come and take you on instead. There's the main horse goal, then 2 other goals, then gain stats as you train the main goal. Ah, right, okay. So that's like that game, like the one that you generally get the horsey music stuff for, right? Come on, bud. Oi, chomps. Come and help me. There we go. You guys got healing now. Oh, no. Go away. Go on. Take on the Sinecure. I know you want to. They've got physical damage. I don't. God damn it. Come on. Take on the stag. Get away from me. And the new main theme is jazz. Oh, hell yeah. That's nice. Alright. We'll see how well the Sinecure go against the stag. Oh, man. Get away from me. Oh, okay. Wow. It really tracks you. I've done this a few times. I'm always interested to see how the Sinecure do against the stag. I'm just gonna hide. Okay. I've been found again. God damn it. You and your stupid lightning stone. Oh my god. I bet you that archer's gonna be like, boop. Okay, good. You are annoying. I will take your soul, though. So, with the passive kick in? God damn. So that's its weak spot. Got it. You mofo. Excusez-moi. Oh my gosh. Come on. So on top of its head, it does take more damage. That's nice to know. G'day there, Solace Bedlam. Hello. I believe I remember your name. A jazz theme sounds really good though, Sammy. I tried this with Nimrod. Took forever. Did you use the Odiac gauntlets by any chance, Static? Because I've been noticing that with bosses. Like, not every single one of them, but predominantly with the stag. Not all of them. It depends on their spawn point or area through the bounty, but some of them I've been able to absolutely smash the shit out of. This one, both Flyblades and the Odiac do not do anything more than like 1 tick of damage. So I'm trying to figure out, is it the stagger bar that's the issue? Or is it absolutely resistant to both sharp damage from the Flyblades and the Odiac voltaic damage? Because its lock-on range is insane. It will not leave you alone. Earth Root's pretty good. Yeah, the Earth Root is good. No, I didn't. I was using the Earth Root. Yeah, that one gives arcanic damage though, so that might be the difference. Can I just, like, resurrect here? That'd be great. Come on, Flappy. Resurrect. Because I have been using the Odiac quite a lot. I find, like, physical damage types probably work more effectively. So I don't know for sure if a lot of the damage type resistances, say for voltaic damage and the Flyblades, are not affecting the bosses correctly, or they do have an inbuilt system that resists like voltaic damage from the Odiac, because I should be doing up to 78 plus damage for Odiac. So I mean, I could try the Earth Root, but I don't have high hopes, in all honesty. Heavy cast slows. I'll keep that on. Additional smite chance, armor and physical. Okay. So that should boost my armor up quite a bit. 92, yeah. I'm going to switch my packs, though. I'm going to take Tethering and see how we go with that. Because I haven't actually used tethering for a while. Roughly an hour. Alright, put courage on. That's going to drop my grace though. Not that that'll really matter too much. So we'll do 20. Oh no, you're only at 9? Well, I don't really need duration on you, so... There we go. But I do need spirit on you. Which will be fine. There we go. Alright, let's boost the courage. And then, what's the magic combat arts on this? Smite, that's what we want. Heavy cast strikes to the first. Upgrade art to increase the number of enemies. Okie dokie. Don't really know if that's really worth having. Scry. Increase lock-on range, absolutely. Deflection, casting speed, standing still. That is essential. So I might actually reset this. So I still want smite. Always go for smite, but that's me. We want to drain as many souls as we possibly can. What's this? Spectre Strike, Jolted. What's this? Stagger on Spectre Strikes. No thanks. Stagger when guarding. Okay. I mean, that could work well. But what have I got? Increased stagger, fully charged heavy. Indeed. Heavy attacks charge more quickly. We like it. Unhindered. Let's boost that up. And then we've got one more point, so... Damage on two-handed casts. Okay. Attack directly after a perfect dodge. Okay. Let's try that, because I do dodge roll quite a lot. And then, what's your build, Earthroot? Max Arcstorm, heavy cast, slows enemies, additional smite, and armor. Alright, let's give that a whirl. Come, Tetherin. I'm going to put you to work. It feels nice chunking the stag with 200 damage on charge attacks with the Earthroot. Yeah, I like the effect of the Earthroot stuff. I haven't really used it all that much, but I've got plans for the Odiak gauntlets that I was wearing before. I want to be able to get a Fireball Blessed by Mora joinery, so I can switch its attunement over to Courage. And then further enhance it with the Tetherin Pact. Not just Tetherin though, like I could probably use that with Siren as well. And just have like different capabilities for each one. So I'm just going to check and see. Have I got the... Alright, aim assist is on. Let's go with that. Alright, fam. Let's try it on. And I like the effect of Tetherin on all of the different weapons as well. It kind of makes me think of the Elden Ring mod thing that someone brought out. It's insane. With the blood style magic, or the thorn magic, basically. Alright, so arcanic damage. Apparently works. Flyblades still do 1 damage per hit. That's lame. Wow. So maybe it's something to do with the voltaic damage then. Gildor polished. Mate, I'm feeling punished. Ooh. Gowns Clove. Okay. Let's go up to Nimrod. So... maybe it's the voltaic damage it doesn't take well. And it's got like a huge resistance to it. Is there still a stag here? Oh no. Have I got a double up glitch again? Okay. No. Yeah. Earthroot is a good start, but I still want to test out the Odiak gauntlets again. Because sometimes they do work, and then other times they don't, so I'm trying to figure out why. So whether it's based on the stagger of the enemy, how long that stagger lasts against them, and then why certain bosses take an absolute shit ton of damage and then other ones don't. See, look, there's a soul gate. You know what would be great about these? We could use all of our old crafting materials that we don't need to make a present for it, give it to it, teleport from here all the way up there. And each time we use it, we give it a gift. I think that'd be great. Are there any of those pollinators anywhere? Willy wings. Doesn't look like it. They're very rare to find. Oh no, we awaken the ghosts. Have you guys been having fun with the different masks? Trying to locate them and find them, build them? Thank you, thank you. I will take your soul. Solace 1, a 2-star spirit attuned longsword. Pretty good though. Oh no, we've got advertising. We love advertising. Said no one ever. Apart from marketing. And sales. What are you? You're a 1-star. I might just do that while we wait for the advertising.
May the invaders burn.
Oh, that was barely a level up on the Odiak. Oh well. Alright. There you go, Derek. The Dredger. What did we just get? Rose's Bodkin? Okay. Alright. Graphic playtime. Alright. Might just drop that down a bit. Let's do quality. A level 1 enemy. What a level. Okay. That's cool. Let's drop you down. Alright, so that does show that. So let's go 130. Meow meow. Alright, so we got the swirly bird. That's nice. And quality DLSS. 130 sharpening. And 75 frame rate. Okay. Hey, bud. Nice. Okay, so we do have 1, 2, That's a lot nicer and smoother as well. No pun intended. Alright. So, where's your lightning? There we go. Okay. Hey, Dimrod. It's time. Alright, so now that's doing a lot more damage with Tether and Ballast in place. But once it wears off, you start doing 1 damage ticks again. Same with the fly blades. Mate, you are a savage. Your attacks have gotten faster too. This is nice. Out of those 3 hits, there was 164. So I wonder what it is that's doing that damage instead. So 222 and 1. Okay. Oh no. No Cloud Quell. I'm in trouble. Oh no. Damn it, no iframes with ability casting. God damn it. Yes, the Everstorm. Alright, Nimrod, come on. Hopefully I get your rune for this. Oh, you're joking. Wow. Oh, you mofo. Okay. So, voltaic damage is definitely negated by him and the Badagar Stag. I think Etheldred's fine, as far as I remember. Alright, 3, 2, 1. And that's with Ballast and Courage at like 20 points roughly. Gildor Polished. Man, I swear, that's the only thing that drops with Kipper Kings, really. Yeah, I've certainly had much better luck with the Silent Rose. I might actually go take on the Wazard. Where you at, bird? There we go. Alright, Willy Wings, where you at, guys? Anywhere? No? Okay. I kind of wish we could pollinate them. As in, like, charm them to pollinate and make more. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, pumpkin. Just so we could get more willow wings. That'll do, Donkit. That'll do. Yo, that was a good smite. Nice. Have you noticed Badagar Stags have grayed out health bars? Taco Death? I have, yeah. It's not just them. I mean, there's a few things that I've noticed as well. Like, I just took on a Badagar Stag before. And I was using the Odiak gauntlets that I've got. And it seemed to just do 1 damage per hit. Not just that, but the Flyblades as well, that I've got equipped. And by no means are they not maxed? I've got a bunch of totems and runes applied to everything that I've got. They're all maxed out, rank 3s. And the damage output was 1 tick per hit. So I was trying to figure out, are they particularly resistant to sharp damage and the voltaic damage of the gauntlets, or is it just like a bug? But then I took the Earthroot Staff, which applies arcanic damage, and it just wasted the Badagar Stags. So I have a feeling maybe it's resistant because it's like corrupted metal-ish. Maybe it's super resistant to sharp damage and voltaic magic damage. So I'm just kind of playing around with different things and seeing what works and what doesn't. I have done a few different areas where the Badagar Stag has been present as the end boss for a tier 3 bounty, and for the most part, most of them seem to just take 1 damage tick per hit when I use the Odiak. So I think I'm basically confirming that they just don't like voltaic damage at all. So they resist it heavily. But the flyblades on all the Sinecure, like the humanoids, is pretty good. So yeah, it's been pretty funny, or interesting rather, just testing what damage types do what they do, and seeing the shift and changes in them as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Nimrod had it too, but I could stagger and give him a bonk. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you get past the stagger bar, I feel like there's changes happening pretty much every day with them, like mini hotfix kind of stuff. So I have a feeling with Nimrod, I used to be able to smash the shit out of him with the voltaic gauntlets. Now I can barely get anything through his defenses, really, unless it's a possibly like melee weapon, unless I'm using the Tether and Fella stability to boost the damage in consecutive hits, or possibly using arcanic damage against him. So I want to go try the Odiak Gauntlets against the Wazard and see how he goes against the voltaic damage of these gauntlets as well. So I really shouldn't bother doing Clash, but I just do it every time. Oh great, okay. The first enemy I go for, a goddamn slug. Right, so he does reflect all your damage back at him. I forgot about that. Alright, Flappy Bird. Mach 1, speed, please. Where you at, bud? I'm gonna get rid of you, because you're really annoying. I hate these slugs. Hate is such a strong word. But they are annoying. I'm pretty sure that killing these Ode Monas gives you 1000 XP, I'm pretty sure. Yo, is the Wizard, like, just killing everyone over here? Oh my god, he is. That's awesome. I feel bad for the Sinecure. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense too, because he's corrupted, so... Corrupt enemies don't like the Sinecure. Funny enough. Alright, so Odiak performs pretty well with him, and that's without Bellaston. I wonder if it applies to the rune passive. No. You sneaky. Oh, Jesus. Right, so you can knock things back at me. You cheeky. Although the trees block your projectiles, which is nice. Alright. Do you like flyblades? No, you don't. That's good. Okay, so he really doesn't like physical attacks. Good. Ferrite tempered. I've got an absolute shit ton of those. Earth's root. Right. Can I have your rune as well? That'd be great. No? I really like his helmet though. I'd love his helmet. All the armor that he has. That'd be nice. Also the archers of the Sinecure have really nice armor. Alright. Well that's that dude. So at least we know he doesn't really like voltaic and physical, which is great. I'm gonna go do the Mendicant King. And then see how we go with that. This is a familiar area. What was the other one I wanted to test? So visual. So we'll do that max. And then... I think I've done that. So let's do balanced and then low. AEST would work better with tethering more than a shoulder. Only reason why I use the tether impact is because it applies its damage of consecutive hits to pretty much any weapon. So a shoulder does boost its spirit output, but I can kind of bypass that with the tether impact. So there's 2 hits on that dude, and that's 1 hit. So each hit out of 5 ticks that you get covered with Fellist active will give you 5 hits that compound their damage up to 5, and then it will go away. So we've hit 1, 2, 3, so 4 and 5, and then Fellist dissipates, and then it recharges, and then you can reapply it on your weapons. So you can cast it, you can see that it's active on these, and then I can switch weapons, and then it grows onto the gauntlets. So if you get 5 hits off to 1 enemy, it just snowballs up to 5 hits on that 1 enemy. It's pretty good. And as far as I know, oh, look at that. We got the little sneaky bastards. Hey guys, yeah, fist bump time. Alright, where's the big fat juicy one? Hey bud. Spectre, Eidolon, I love the name. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Always sneak up to the big fat one, steal his stuff, and then you can kill the other little dudes for their little willow fronds. But the big ones, if you steal it correctly, you get the willow wings that you need to make the Cloud Quell potion. Alright, where are you going, Flappy? You're drunk again, are you? Yeah, you're drunk again. Okay. Yellow. Stalker from YouTube. Nice. Let's have a look. do hope that we get more willy wings though. Because I gotta stockpile these little dudes. Hey bud. May I have your copy? Spectre Eidolon. I love that name. That's really nice. Let's have a look. Alright. Yo, nice, okay. Cool, okay. This is nice. Yeah. I do want to test something else. Intensity. I don't want to intensify them that much, so 115 will do. I'll do medium. We'll chuck these back on and then turn that off. Alright, flickery stuff on the fire, so that's alright. Maybe just do medium and then volumetric wind. I have no idea what that means. Okay. It means ghost. Spectre Eidolon. Well, Spectre makes sense, but Eidolons, like, I think of them in respect of, like, Warframe. But Eidolons are also, I guess, yeah, spirits in, like, Final Fantasy X. Shiva was my favorite in that series as well. Alright, Zoomathon. Give me a soul. Oh man, nuts. Oh, thank you. I'll take that too. Cool. I had the name before I ever played Warframe, or before Eidolons were a thing. Oh, like before Warframe? Gotcha. I'm pretty sure there was a game called Fable that had this sort of Eidolon, or Eidolons. Pretty sure it was on, yeah, Xbox. So it was a really cool game. I never played Fable 2, but I know about Fable 1. And they definitely had a sword. Oh, sorry, that was the Aeons, my pardon. First time I came across Eidolons was Final Fantasy X? Yeah, Yuna was the summoner. And then you had the... Oh, wait. No, are they Aeons too? It was a while since I played it. No. No. Don't throw your lightning stone things at me. I'll take a solo. Thank you very much. Alright, Miss Zoomies. There we go. Alright, I do like that passive of Arcstorm. Cleans them up pretty well. I made the name searching synonyms for Spectre. Ah, right, okay, right. Eidolon. I do like the name. I swear, even just getting like a hammer and shield would be another blunt type damage in the game. Apart from the rook polearm. I do like the slow and heavy hit though with the Odiak. That's pretty good. Alright, Mannequin King. Let's go get him. I'd normally be playing Warframe, but I want to make sure I get some of the masks from this event. Yeah, have you been finding the drop chances for them have been relatively okay for you? I've gotten all three. I'm surprised that the little Zoot mask seems to be the most powerful out of them all. I think it's got 6 points of stability and like 2 physical resistance, no magic. And then I'm pretty sure Papa Peepo has something like nothing on it. It looks cool though. So we've got a super grey squirrel, and that means you're the rarest one of all. And you're from Magic Star. Okay. What do you do, my spirited little friend? Ah, it's the Smite Chance one, which I already have. Great. What's that? Fully charged cast? Additional 1 in 6 chance smite. I mean, I could do that. Give that a try. And then I'll do that. Oh man, I don't want to have to make a third dog. Oh well, might as well. Come on. I just want to level you up. Wink, 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 wink. God, they're expensive. Not as expensive the actual runes themselves, though. So magic armor, fully charged cast on the heavy hit, and that slows enemies. Alright, that should be pretty fun. Seems alright. I wish they were more obvious which ones would drop where. I mean, it was a little bit confusing to start with, but essentially, like, if you travel around the map, you find basically like the 3 locations, and it goes where the particular mask. I didn't know where the actual fragments dropped from, but finally figured out it's from these scarecrows, which rarely drop the fragment. So it is a bit of a grind on them, I have to admit that. But I have spoken to people who have been playing Preludes since like the very beginning. So everything is like being increased in time, which is nice. I love the flyblades. They are very nice and very cheeky to equip and use. Do you give me a fragment? Oh, yes you do. Little Zook. Yeah, generally this area is the Little Zook area. Pretty much the starting location is where you can find the second mask. And then up in roughly this area. Even just this area would be sufficient for the scarecrows and pumpkins. And that'll be the Papa Peepo. I wonder if I'm going to be hurting myself by going off and taking the Mendicant King on with Tetherin. I doubt that I will though. Needing 300 of these squashes is kind of meh. I mean, it is like, you know, it's the concept of garnering materials. If they make it too easy to get the materials, then, you know, people are just going to over-farm extra stuff and then basically just kind of cheese it like the next season. But essentially, that, I mean, that can happen in Warframe anyway, so it's kind of like the Nakak Pearls, you know? She has the event for a limited time, you farm up stuff, and then you can do like a bit of an extra farm for more materials that can be used next year. I mean, if you made different materials for every single event, like Nightwave, for example, it changes every time. Essentially, you can just sell all of that stuff for credits, so it kind of balances your inventory bloating out, where I don't really know how that's going to be adjusted, I think, in Soulframe just as yet, so it's kind of nice to have, like, memorabilia inventory stuff as well. Do we have any prawns? Ah, shrimp. I call them prawns. Alright, wake up. I know you bitches don't like voltaic damage. Alright, you got your power stance on already. Jeez. Nope. Okay, so does that still get through this? No, good. You can still block it with these. That's good. Excuse me. Ah, you're transferring your consciousness, are you? Nice try. Alright, so you're staggered. That's nice. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Please don't. Alright, so it's even on the Mendicant King, the Odiak Gauntlets don't do good voltaic anymore. Okay. Your flyblades, though. Not a problem. I do love that consciousness transfer, though. That's a very cool mechanic. Yo, power stance time. Oh god. I really hope that we get his sword, though. Not gonna lie. Yo, bud. Huh. Okay. So you guys can reflect magic too, that's dope. Come on, over here. Come on. That's cheeky. Can I have your soul? That'd be nice. Okay, so that doesn't get interrupted. That's pretty dope, though. It's probably the best boss fight in the game. Yeah, it's definitely a very good one. Personally, I really did like the Corrupt Bear. That was really cool. I really hope that we get to replay that quest as well. I feel like this particular fight has gotten better since the Mendicant King got back from his holiday. Okay, so you can stagger him out of that transfer. That's cool. Okay, so it's the passives that are doing good damage against him, not so much the Odiak themselves. Good to know. Can I have your soul, please? I want to do that again. Yo, rude. Oh no, line of sight. God damn it. Hey, they transferred position. That's what he does. That's very cool. Okay. That move is very nice. Give me a soul. Please. Oh man. Okay. Alright, so the Arcstorm room, definitely. Jesus Christ, I've gotten so many Guildorm joineries, it's not even funny. I've got not one Blessed joinery, so I am absolutely convinced Silent Rose has the best Blessed joinery drop rates. But I do agree though, like Static, the Mendicant King boss itself is really, really cool. And I really like the mechanic where he pulls the other, like, minion, like, away, and then he transfers himself over to their location. I think that's really cool. Oh my gosh, have I got a level 30 Odiak? I hope so. I think I do. Finally. Hell yeah, we do. But I'm just missing one little ingredient. The Favolt by Mora. Blessed by Mora. So I really hope I can get one. So what have I got? I hope I don't switch the wrong one. Alright, so that's Favolt Polish. So they're my original. So they're going to stay as a spirit achievement. I really wish that they had the achievement in this particular field, so we knew exactly what achievement we were changing it to and from. Unless that does that there. Yeah, see, it doesn't even give you like what it's changing from, it just gives you two. Okay, so I can do spirit, but I want courage, but I want the Favolt ones, because I don't want to lose the throws distance. And also, lifesteal, I don't really know how good that is. It doesn't really seem to do that much at all. And this one gives you consecutive attack damage, plus 20, and throw distance, plus 5. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. But I need the courage version of this. So, I'll put my Odiak gauntlets away for now. And probably just start leveling probably a melee, actually. What have I got? Alright, so 2 and 2, you guys are done. Therefore, oh wait, Juniper is not. Okie dokie. What build have I got on you? Slow Arrow Howl, additional smite chance. This is super fun. Magic armor, and then what have I got? What about armor hail? Reduces enemy armor. Stagger on primary attack. Okay. I mean, the charge rate would be useful. So let's try that instead. And then arts. What have we got? Wolf's Eye. Bit of smite chance on charge shots. I definitely build around the hail. which I don't mind. But I mean, it's not the only option, is it? Do we know what arrows are what, though? Increase stagger on enemies. And stagger when splintered. How do we figure these out? Like, do I know what arrows the juniper bow uses or not? Yeah, it's got no... Let's have a look. Precious stone is believed, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so it's a Fabo, okay. But there's no explanation on the arrow use. And Blitzel does more damage anyway. So I find that interesting because Juniper is a one-off piece, essentially. I'm sure that used to be a 3-star bow though. But anyway. So you're courage attuned now. Okay. 191010. We've got courage boost on that. And 78 armor. We should be good to go. I'm probably going to do a few levels with Juniper. And then I will run this 3-star. And then I will probably wrap up stream, I think. I probably should get some stuff done for this afternoon. Three-star. Let's go. There we go. I think we still got the 1,000 experience. Which is good. Alright, where are you, Mr. Ghostman? Una Fragmento? No. Sacrifice yourself. Right. You gotta get better at parrying. Too much. Yeah. Spectre, I certainly do try to jump into my operator or drifter form sometimes in this game. That also bullet jumping, but then as soon as when I swap to Warframe, I will try to jump with my mouse rolled down because that's what I've got my jump on for my envoy. It's funny how our brains connect certain movements and you think, oh, I'm going to do this, and then you're like, hang on, wrong game. Alright, so I already took those guys out. That's kind of funny that they don't respawn the enemies there if you've already taken them out. I guess that's convenient though. Yo. Oh, you mole. You moved. Damn it. That's funny to watch sometimes. Okay, that's done. Hey, bud. All right. Let's have a look. I'm going to push that up slightly. Okay. Almost. There we go. All right, Banneret time. Lovely. Lovely. So soul mode or smite only really lasts for a few seconds. Okay, so you gotta be quick. Helix, how are you? What's happening? Zargan Tavern, hello. How are you? How's the playthrough? Hello. How's the playthrough? Yay, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm going to be doing one tomorrow. All the chaos, yeah, I bet. Yeah. Fun. What did you guys do? Were you guys doing Soulframe? Ayan Badshaw, I thank you for the follow. How are you? Who were the winners of the code, Helix? Got more tomorrow? Saturday and Sunday. Hell yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing one tomorrow, and then I think it was the 15th. I think the directory thing will happen. And then I think there's 2 events for that, I'm pretty sure. I think maybe 2 weeks in a row. So yeah, I think it's a great time to do it, to be honest. Because yeah, otherwise, like, you know, you just got extra codes for stuff. So good, I'm glad to hear. Cool logo, thank you. The logo, I kind of like put a concept of like, I'm kind of like a giant cat. I like pats, but then I also like being left alone. But I think the concept of like the eye sigils was kind of like a mixture between like the fantasy and like science, and the roots are kind of like an inspo from, I guess, the like of nature as well. So growth essentially. But yeah, I had a fun time trying to figure out like what kind of symbol would I like, and what kind of captures the eye. So. A lot of my mates have always told me, like, you're very much like a cat. You come for pats, hang out for a bit, you get petted and fed, and then you go away and just do your own thing. Like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. So, Cybermedic, are my personal favorites. Oh wow, okay, cool, nice. So they were the winners of the code there as well. Lovely jobly. Nice. Yeah, dope. That's awesome. And what did you guys do in the run, babe? I've been trying to, I guess, test out the synergy of Grace range with abilities and see if that actually adapted at all to something that I'd looked at the other day. Oh look, I've also got a giant mason jar of hydrated water. I wish I could say vodka, but it's not. Murder occurred. We do enjoy that. I feel like I was running in circles and chatting. Yeah, it gets like that, hey. Oh my god, like literally. Look how big that mason jar is. It is half full. It's amazing. But I enjoy it though. Oh no, that's fine. Dude, you did a raid, which I very much appreciate, so welcome in everyone from Helix's raid as well. I should probably do like the whole streamer thing. Firstly, SmoothOpurrator is who I am. Australian gamer. I also really enjoy streaming Soulframe. I've been part of it since Preludes 11, and I also stream Warframe from time to time, usually in the evenings. I've been playing Warframe for like 4,000 hours, LR5, played it for over a decade, love the game, but I also love DEs, so to be able to be part of the Preludes series of Soulframe is a huge dream come true, essentially. I really enjoy this concept of this game. It's a very, very nice one, and I continuously see improvements, changes as well. So meeting people like Helix, all of you guys, Sarah Loves Archery popping in to say hi, like, it's been really cool. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this game. It's a very, very good one. So I'm very excited to see the future of that. So, and just content in general as well. So oh, it's for the drawbridge. Is that what that lever's for? It didn't work before. What about these furnaces? I also have a spicy neuro diverse brain, so if I get distracted easily, who doesn't? I certainly do, and I welcome that crazy brain wholeheartedly as well. That's what I meant. Helix by Soulframe. Yeah, man, like, Soulframe's great. Honestly, it's got a really good flavor to it, and I'm loving it. So, very, very nice game. Like, I've got not a lot of negatives to say about it. I think I've seen combat increase, a lot of mechanics, combat arts, the virtues, the parks, the new content that came out with this Preludes has been phenomenal. So I have very little to complain about. I just know that it's in good hands, and I think there's a lot of really cool people who really enjoy the game. So that's the big plus about Soulframe as well. So I love the new totem and rune systems as well. So I didn't experience the previous ones, but experiencing this one has been really fun. So I really hope there's more to come in that respect as well. So your entire gameplay tonight, yeah, running around in circles, it's great. Or like spicy neurobrain, you mean. Zargan Tavern, I appreciate you for follow. Very much so. Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy this game. It's amazing. Yeah, I've been running around just doing bits and pieces, mostly this morning. I think, yeah, oh, actually, I lie. I started around just before midday here. So, it'll be getting back into it now that I have my PC. Hell yeah, that's good news, Zargan. Yeah, I've just been doing a little bit of, just like pressurizing my machine, like mostly for like frame rate, DLSS, switching between these, seeing how they affect, like the look of the game. It's not bad without it, but it is a little bit, it's fresh, a little bit more raw, I would say. It's not too bad though, but I still like testing all these bits and pieces though. I don't think I've got the specs up, but for the most part I've got a pretty decent card, but I do notice that there is a little bit of frame rate, like the higher frame rate I've got, I generally chuck on the DLSS anyway. And just kind of playing around with like the lighting settings, etc. as well of the game, just to kind of see the improvements on it over time. So well developed for that stage. It's impressive. Yeah, I know, that's what I like. The fact that, you know, it's been what, alive for like 2 years, I think. Is it Helix? You've been part of the Soulframe starter cohort, I believe, haven't you? When it originally first started. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oceanic, where are you? Let's just do North America. Not that it really matters for me. At the moment, I generally do play solo. Hey, bud. Right, that's doing 1 tick per hit. I wonder why that keeps happening. Have you guys noticed that with the fly blades? Or like any weapon, like if the enemy doesn't have their health plate up, you end up doing like 1 damage tick per hit. Maybe that's what it is. That's right, you can take some arc storm damage, my friend. Still crazy to see all the things that have changed. It's still incredible to see. Still pre-alpha until stated otherwise. Yeah, that's why I just say preludes. I find it easier that way, because as soon as you hear like alpha or beta, sometimes people will like latch onto it. I just say it's preludes. It's a lot easier. That's for me anyway. Alright. Have we... Oh, we've got to go up against the Benneret. Right. What pack should I bring? I mean, Tethering's good. There you are, my sweet pea. Randip. Alright. Always read that name of these Bennerets, Randip, and I always think about, like, Chip Dip, and I'm like, man, now I'm hungry. Did they come in through here? Oh, no. Okay. Alright. Where's that healer at? I need to take you down. Hiding right behind the door. Oh, God. Okay. How am I going to bust through this? Can I kick them out of the way? Come on. How can I not kick them out of the way? Yeah, they're blocking the door. Alright. Alright, so we got 2 smites there. Can I steal them? Or is it line of sight based? Damn it, it's line of sight. God damn it. Oh well. Nope. Alright, so they're just going to keep healing. Wonderful. Alright, I'm going to just have to go through the door. You've got the healing one too. Alright, let's go in here. I started in Preludes 10. Found it via Twitch drop. Yeah, same. I think I was watching someone play Soulframe around like Preludes 8. And yeah, they said, oh, I've got like spare code, so if you want one. I was like, yeah, sure. And then, yeah, we just hung out and chat, talked all things Soulframe for a while. And then I did follow them on Twitch, but I haven't seen them on for like a very long time. Alright, so you don't like that. No, no, no. Also, I meant to ask Helix, with the combat arts for the bows, the arrow types, how do we know which arrow types are which? There's camphor and there's another one. But how do you know which is which though? Like I know the different colors, but the Blitzel, Juniper and the Thistle are all different, but how do you know which? She's got the zoomies. I love that. Excuse me, please stop healing. I prefer you not to. There we go. That's Tether in a nutshell. 5 consecutive hits and they're dead. Oh, come on. Forget by leathers. Wow. Isn't that one of our starter kits? Wow. Unidentified item. Okay. Ah, blessed by Safine. That's lovely, but I would have preferred a Fable. Blessed by Mortar. Alright, I'm going to snooze ads for 5 minutes. And then, unfortunately, they will play again. Sarah might be good to ask. Yeah, she does. There's something added, but never really figured that out. Yeah, I thought so. So I was playing around with the combat arts build, and I noticed there's a few different little things, but I'm sure that like they're just like relics from previous preludes. But yeah, you've got your camphor arrows, and then you've got your brittle arrow. So how do you know which one's birchwood and which one's camphor? Like, would we not have that maybe in like the description somewhere, or maybe like the arrow type. Who knows? But yeah, I finally got the second Odiak to a rank 30, so I do want to switch these ones to Courage. What other things do I have to level? Juniper I've already leveled multiple times. Twin Tines I think I will again. So that's maxed. That's maxed. Ooh, Dwellian. I have not maxed you though. Let's go melee. So what have we got there? Courage. Alright. I'm going to play with Garen Rude, even though he's a little bit more spirit attuned, I think. +8, +5. Yeah, he's more spirit attunement. That's okay, though. 1, 2. There we go. That should be fun. Wait. You are... not that one. Courage, spirit, grace. Okay. That should be fine. Okay. Have you guys been finding the drop rates for, I guess, the runes a little bit easier? Or are you finding they're still pretty hard to come by? I'm definitely finding with the melee rune, Everflame, I've only ever got one copy. Where I think Alka's Breath, I'm pretty sure I've gotten like 5. Yeah, I've got 6 copies, like 1 max and then 5 others. So I think that's insane. Not that I'm complaining, but Everflame is, yeah, I haven't really. Kickstagger increases charge rate, heavy attack. Maybe. It's my chance I always go for, though. Stop fighting bosses, but I do have more Alkas and Arcstorm for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely got a lot of Alkas myself. Only found the one so far. Which one, Static, have you got? But I think it's because Everflame is still a little OP. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think the... I'm going to go with the armor reduction, I think. Stagger on primary attacks. Let's go that. Perfect throws, additional 1 in 5's my chance. I'll just go with that anyway. 1 in 20 smite, and that's just on normal. So damage reduction, primary attack, stagger, and armor. Alright. I want to play around with these. And then, what have I done with these ones? Attack speed, smite, armor. I think that only hits one other enemy though, right? With this one. Attack speed is good. And that slows enemy movement, okay. Stagger on primary. I'm going to boost that and run with that. And what's our outcome for armor? 81. Okay. Right. The Alka's Breath Static? Yeah. It's a very good rune. It's very strong, I have to say that. Very effective in a lot of ways, so. But yeah, as far as bosses go, I still do them a little bit, but not all that much in all honesty. I still go against Nimrod, only because I find I really want to get another copy of Everflame, just because I can. But for the most part, it's pretty much just like gaining the rest of the content throughout the game now. Oh no, we have an advertising break in uno momento. I don't think I've been down to the pirate ship for a while, but I'm not really going to go there. I might actually go up to Birdie's Bog. BRB? No problem. No problem. I still can't believe I've got this much of a giant vat of water. Oh, pumpkin. Thank you. Interesting. Uh-huh. Hello. Our aim is still a little bit off with some of these fly blades. Not by much, but they've gotten a lot better. Can I have your soul? And yours too. Thank you very much. Or not at all. Okay, so the rune just didn't want to activate at all. Okie dokie. Hey Gary. Hey Gertrude. Ran straight into a chest. Okay. Oh man. Nuts. Nope. Fine. I'll just do that. Nope. I love how she says stay back as a melee enemy. Yeah, I think Birdie's Bog. We've done Mendicant King, Nimrod, Wazid. I haven't done the Kabucha or Mum Orb, but I don't really feel like it's necessary to. So instead of maybe doing Birdie's Bog, I'll go to this Glades of Andurin and see if I can just clear one round, and then I will probably wrap up then. I just want to see if I can push my luck with this Orangor fragment. It's an absolute nightmare to get the fragment of them. And I've made the decision, instead of going to Alka's Children over the weekend, I think once my 24-hour timer is up and I can switch faction, I'm definitely going to switch back to the Silent Rose. I've certainly had a really good run with them, and they've never let me down. And also, I mean, it's being part of like a pub. Hey, that's pretty cool. Although I do miss Alka's Children. It's a beautiful faction. But I just found Silent Rose seems to just drop. The things I'm looking for a lot more consistently than Killer Kings and the Alka's Children. Alright, do we have any planties that we can pilfer from? Oh, Willow Wings, where you hiding? Any down here? Have you guys found any locations, though, in the game where they seem to kind of spawn a little bit more consistently? I was looking for some yesterday. I do find that they generally hang out predominantly in like sunlight areas like this, and not quite within the trees, but like in a location like this, just randomly just hanging out. Okay. Alright, am I heading the right way? Yes. Kind of. Either that, like the willow wings are hanging out. Is that them? No. Damn it. Uh, 4541. Thanks, Bambi. Alright. Time to climb the mountain. Oh, man. I can only imagine how tough this would actually be in real life. Like, no. There we go. I really hope that we get the Arangor's Fang. I'm just putting it out there. Alright. Hopefully we get the good RNG here. Ooh, olé. What's good? Bang. Everything's good. You're good. I'm good. Soulframe's good. Just doing a run through the glades just to see if I can get lucky enough to get the Arangor's Fang. The last fragment that I've needed for quite a while. Also leveling up the Duelian, and also I finally got those Odiak gauntlets leveled up to level 30. I did test them against the Mendicant King, and the Odiak voltaic damage doesn't seem to affect him, unless some of the passive lightning bolts from Arcstorm rune are active, and they hit him. But overall, Odiak didn't seem to affect him, so I'm pretty confident it's either a few of things. It's either the health bars aren't generating correctly. It could be a possibility that voltaic damage against corrupt enemies is completely neutralized, essentially down to like 1 tick per hit. But even with like the flyblades, they were only doing like 1 tick hit damage. So I've been playing around with that. I'm just trying to figure out why. That's the talisman? Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then I tried playing around with a bit of information that someone brought to my attention about like range-based abilities, but also the synergy of like Grace with abilities and weapons. So weapons generally, I think, from what we're talking about testing wise, Grace doesn't scale their range output, and that's inclusive of the like arrow hail, etc. So I just wanted to go back and have a look again, because I did note, like, I think from this preludes there was quite a few changes, so it seemed different to me. So I just wanted to go and have a play and actually see if there was any correlation between the two, but there doesn't seem to be. So the stag taking forever, yeah, it was insane. See, I've got the Sprite Frog seed talisman as well, so there's chance for this Arangor's Fang to drop. It's just extremely low. Alright, that completely targeted no one. Huh. Okay, so chest time. Dropping frames, as in like frames on Twitch. Lag spike? Yeah, I've been having those happen a lot on Twitch, to be honest. I'd be interested to see how their platform seems to be holding. So yeah, I guess it would just depend on like how many people are jumping on the servers, or actually on the platform, to be honest. But I've certainly had a lot of lag spikes quite consistently. I'd probably say for like the last couple of months now. It's not ideal, that's for sure. Let's go quality again. Bump that up, and we'll take you two off, and then I want to drop you completely, and that too. I feel like that completely releases a shit ton of resources back to the GPU, so it's not completely stressed out. Do we have color? Where is that color correction on? Where are we? No, we don't. Okay, so we'll boost that up to 50. Let's drop you out. Oof, okay. That'll probably take a little bit for it to adjust. Yo, that completely shifts a lot of stuff around though. Bass boar. Okie dokie. Yeah, wow. Taking off that high shader though. Wow. So we'll sharpen back to 50. We'll chuck these back on. Leave that. Okay. Uh-oh. I hear whispers. Why are there whispers here? I'm pooched. Can't wait to get home in an hour. Oh, are you just finishing up work then? Hello, dear. Heart attack. I choose you. Is this open? Okay, right, it is. Great. Had one of our conveyors back up, start a ship. Took us 4 hours to clear the scale, an aspiration line. I'm going to pretend I kind of understand what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, okay, so there was an accident? That's not ideal. I can never remember which one's first. I think it's one of these. And then if I push this one, I think this one either slots in or it chooses to not do that. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Open sesame. Come on, Orangor's Fang Man. That'd be awesome if you can drop it for me. So I drop you off altogether. What do you do? It's very raw though. I mean, it's a very different look to my eye. I don't know if you guys can see much of a difference, but someone on a previous shift sent both mills flour down on one conveyor. Oh, right. Okay, so they've overloaded something to get a job done quickly, so they can probably leave. That sucks. Can I have your soul? Please. Thank you. Alright. Who's down here? Who wants to come play with me? But that's not ideal, Bane. That really sucks that that happened. Alright. Everflame is still really good. I don't really get to play it that often, but when I do, it's fun. Oh man, I could have stolen soul. Yo, excusez-moi. S'il vous plaît? There we go, I'll take yours then. See ya. Arangor's Fang. Come on. That'd be absolutely ideal. Ooh, I like this puzzle. Wait, I think, is it this one? I think there's a button there. Except that was the tree. 3 times. There it is. Right, so that one's done. And then I think the third one's over here. Oh, wait. What? I didn't do all the buttons, though. Okay. He's in the glades. Ascension. Oh, we have had a few ascensions today, Bane. Not as many as usual. Arangor's Fang. Come on. I just need the last fragment. Okay. I swear. Being part of Silent Rose is literally the only way to get these goddamn fragments. I swear by it. Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh well. Where and what instance are you in? The glades that are just south of Fort Carlisle. The reason why I choose them is because they're the original glades. In like early Preludes instances, I have played a few of the other areas, but I find that this one is the most consistent. More so for like the entire drop tables that apparently some of the fragments should be in. Alright, we get a little mushroom. Never been in this one. I'm still only rank 2 in Kith. I have to try this one. Honestly, it's generally very consistent. It doesn't matter which tile set it generates. It will generally give you most of the things that you need, especially if you run it a few times. It's the most consistent in creating the glade, the endless glade run with all the mockeries. Not just that, but the mockeries themselves in general. So it's been a very interesting ride with some of the other glade areas. So I found that this one is the most consistent in everything it needs to be doing. Smooth will probably show you where the instance is. Yeah, I will. Been enjoying some Ninja Golden 4, but I'll be back in the Soulframe soon. Need them pumpkins. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of people bumming out the pumpkins. I don't think I'm going to continue getting all the pumpkins, to be honest. I do have all the specialty masks. It's mostly just leveling and playing with, I guess, in-game mechanics. Playing with different builds, especially with the packs. And just seeing what works. There we go. Instant heal. Not that I needed it. I do hear Sinecure, so... Where are you? Not down here? Okay. Is there not a secondary cave down here, though? I'm sure there was. No. Okay. Oh. I knew you were sneezing up behind me. Cheeky. There we go. Sorry. Here looking, just trying to wrap my brain around something. So concentration... That's fair enough, Felix. That is A-okay. Gravity. Wonderful. Alright. On Gorse Fang, please. God damn it. Alright, that's the exit. I'm sure that there's a chest over there, so I just want to run down here. Any chesticle? Nope. Okay. Any chesticles? No. Oh, one. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the spots that I've been playing around with. I bang on about being part of Silent Rose quite a lot. For a very good reason. I find its drop chances or its tables just seem to differ from Kith of Kings and the Alka's Children. And I've gotten a bunch of these joineries far more consistently, as I mentioned multiple times. I know I'm really stuck on it, but I truly believe that they do have the best RNG drop tables in the game at the moment. Come on, man. Orangor's Fang. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Okay. Not today, apparently. Yeah, I mean... 2 hours and 58 minutes. I probably will wrap up soon, because I do need to go eat. I mean, I could do like an eating stream. We could all have lunch together. But I have to cook and stuff, and I don't think hanging out in chat for like half an hour while I cook stuff, and then being like, oh, this is what I made, is going to be ultimately that exciting. Yo, okay, so that's why. Okay, so that's why I like playing with the graphical things. What is this? Okay, will not take effect until you restart the game. I don't know if that really has a huge impact on stuff. What's dynamic resolution? I feel like I'm going to leave that alone. Color correction, let's turn that off. Elemental effects, of course we love them. Bloom, that's fine. Glare, depth of field, nah, not going to bother with that. High shader, alright, let's try that. Alright, so that softens everything a bit back. But the clouds, no likey. Let's have a look. I'll keep that on low. Ambient occlusion I'll keep off. Volumetric I'll turn off. Actually, no, I'll try these on medium. Alright, so that fixes the entire sky. Wow. Well, almost 11 PM, so it'd be midnight snack for me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could do like a food stream at some point. I have eaten like once before on stream, so I thought, oh, it's going to be really unprofessional if I eat. And I'm like, hang on a minute, just go eat. So I did. I can't remember what I made. I think I made like a little soup. Excuse me. Get out of here. You like the fly blades? There we go. I'll catch you later, and chat work for me. Alright, Bane, take care of yourself. Nice to see you again. Cool, another estimated zone, mate? What does that mean? 2 hours north of Toronto? Oh, cool. Let's have a look. One more thing I want to play with. is the method? I think I'm just going to chuck that on balanced and then chuck that up. So that smooths everything out a lot. Eastern time zone? Oh, like for me or for you guys? Thank you for your magical soul. Yep, there you go. Oh, nice. Okay, gotcha. I think it's like we're 10 hours ahead here, so yeah, it'd be like 11, almost. Is it midnight almost for you guys? I was very lucky. I lived in Calgary, Alberta for roughly a decade. Toronto is really cool. Spent a lot of time in Vancouver, BC though. It's a while ago, like, yeah, 10 years or so. Probably a bit more now. I'll run back down to this central area and then I'll probably wrap up there. But if you guys want to check out the glade area that I was running before, it generally drops you out here, like near Verton, like maybe 2 out of 3 times. This is the one here, Glades of Angerin, directly south of Carlisle. This is where I found the best drops for everything that should be dropping in the glades, including the Orangor's Fang. I have tried other glades, but even higher level, maybe I'm wrong. I rarely go up to this particular area location because it's such a bitch to get all the way up there and then come all the way back. The benefit to it though is that it's generally like the strongest enemies. But I have tried this Glades of Angerin, but the good thing about this one particularly, generally, it will, or this one actually, I think as well, they will drop you down near here, near the Wazard. I think there's an actual marker literally here, just southwest of where the Wazard is in Sedai Stake. It will generally pop you out here, and then you're relatively centralized again. So, I found that that's worked at least 2 to 3 times since I've run it. So I hope that you guys find that info helpful. It's probably something I probably put into a short, to be honest. Or at least a video. I'm not very good with editing stuff. But I am open to learning. Come on, bud. I'm just going to run away for these people. It's almost 10 PM in Texas. Nice. Oh, there's actually a Texan chick. She's a yoga master yogi. I'm not really sure what they're called. She's very good at what she does. But I watch a lot of her stuff for like the yoga stuff that I do. It's very peaceful and really good. It's a different kind of workout than it is like going to the gym, but I still enjoy both. I wonder... There we go. Alright. There you go, mate. See ya. I don't remember how much of the map I've uncovered. Been roughly 45 days since I played Soulframe. Ah, that's fair. It's nice to take breaks from games, though. Like, I am noticing finishing up roughly all the content that's available at present in the game. I still continue to play Soulframe, and I really enjoy it, but I really don't want to burn myself out on it. So that's why I kind of switch between Warframe and Soulframe, because I really don't want to lose the luster that Soulframe has for me. Tantrum Lightning. It's my favorite thing that they do. Oh man, and they just dropped a tier 3 star. Sparrowtail. I'm probably not going to do that today though. I definitely think I should wrap up because I've said that a few times now, but my grumbly tumbly is hungry. So it's definitely a later lunch for me. But I will definitely be on tomorrow for that Soulframe code giveaway. I'll be running it pretty much for like 3-hour stream again. So I do need to save a bit of stuff and screen time for that. So if you guys are looking for, or if you know of anyone who is looking for a Soulframe code, I will be doing that run, I think, for about 2 to 3 hours tomorrow. And then it's basically just message me in Discord, and I've got the link in the description as well. So I've got to set up a few things for it tomorrow. And then there's the directory wide drop on the 15th of November, I believe. So I'll be streaming Soulframe for then too. 2 bent CPU pins and a bad CPU. Oof. I don't remember how much of the map I've covered. Had to send the CPU back to Intel and the motherboard back to AEST to get replaced or fixed. Oh, really? That's a shame about the CPU. AEST have usually got like a pretty good return, or like fix and return. So yeah, that sucks about the CPU though. But bent CPU pins, that is not ideal at all. That is the brain of everything. Intel sent me a new CPU and AEST replaced the CPU socket. Dope. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, most of like the larger companies like that, or the ones who've got a really big name, have generally got a very good policy structure. So they generally will be like, yo, no problem, which is really good. Who else do I want to play with? Garen Reed's okay, but I've noticed Ode Tempest has been talked about quite a bit too. I think I still want to play Moors though. I love playing the Muffin Man hand. So I'll set up for that, because we love the Muffin Man. And where's the big chunky bearers? There we go. It surprises me though that these generally have a slightly higher armor rating. Like the Mockery Death Routes are really, really good. Let's have a look. Alright, there's the Muffin Man outfit. I'm obsessed. Alright, that should get us set up for tomorrow, but there's a few more other things that I want to play with anyway. But I think that is stream for now, for today, and then yeah, I've got to get set up for tomorrow. It took about 3 weeks between shipping and fixing. Yeah, that sounds about right. With ASUS. Yeah, ASUS are pretty good. I've got an ASUS motherboard. They're pretty good. Armor Crate is just relatively good. I don't do any like clocking or anything like that as much, but where's the tools? What have I got? I've got the Prime H610M. It's the Wi-Fi, which is pretty good. Like I can benchmark it pretty well, and for the most part, like the temperatures stay within like reasonable temps. So like I can run quite heavy graphical things as well, even like for CPU and GPU, and generally the temperatures stay within like 60 degrees, which is pretty good, and that's as well as streaming. So first issue, and this is my third PC I built. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I built this PC from scratch. I think I was using an RTX like 2070 Super previous, and I was running things like Soulframe, Warframe, Elden Ring. So yeah, it was pretty like, oh wow, my hand's on fire. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that effect on Hand of Mora before. Is that new? That looks dope. I like it. Or maybe it was just me like playing around with my settings. Most likely. Neither, plus my PC hardware. No need to OC. Yeah, I don't care for overclocking. I'd rather keep the thing running as long as I can, than like completely smashing it and then having it just be like, I'm gonna stop working. I've never really understood overclocking a lot. I have a ROG Strix. Z690. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, yeah. Wi-Fi 4 are pretty good. Yeah, like I really just don't understand overclocking, like your rig to overperform, and then you're basically shortening its lifespan. So, but I mean, as soon as things like go off the shelf, they devalue in price. But if you can still keep like a GPU, like you can still sell them for a couple hundred bucks at least, you know. I got the NVIDIA 4060, I think, earlier this year. I got it for a bloody steal. Like, it was on a special price. It was like less than 500 bucks. I think it was roughly about 300 and something. And I thought, what's wrong with it? And they were like, nah, it's brand new. I'm like, I'll take it. So I just kind of wait for those sorts of like massive sales to be able to get any sort of like decent equipment. Because you know, like, it's still going to last and it's still going to carry value. So yeah. GPUs, yeah, they really are. Yeah, RTX 4070, that's nice, yeah. I think I looked at the 4070 as well, but I was really happy. I am happy with the 4060. Like, it definitely performs a lot better than the 2070. That's for sure. So, and like airflow, voltage, and all that sort of stuff, having like PCU, like power supply. It's taught me a lot about building PCs, to be honest. So, like, you know, the hertz of your screen, frame rates. There's a lot to it, you know. So, I've actually really enjoyed playing around with, you know, my understanding of like softwares and PCU hardware and all that sort of stuff. So, I think I'm gonna drop that to 75. There we go. But yeah, I could probably bang on about this forever, to be honest. I just like sitting here and having a chat with people, really. Definitely have learned a lot with streaming, that's for sure. And I really enjoy it, to be honest. It's just nice to meet other people from other parts of the world with, you know, what interests we have: gaming, computers, life in general. So I've always thought, I always looked at other streamers and I thought, man, they make it look so easy. And they really do. So, but I certainly enjoy it. I've only been roughly doing it for about, I think, 6 months. And I thought about it for years prior to that, like 2 to 3 years, I think. So there's a bit of a personal story for you. Yeah, oh my God. There's so much that goes on behind the screen, for sure. And some days it is, you know, you do find that you don't want to put your best face forward. So, but you still do it anyway. So, hence the scheduling and all the other stuff that comes along with it. Like, I'm still a baby within, I guess, like the streaming sense of the word, but I feel comfortable doing it. And I like being able to just talk with other humans, which is great. So yeah, on that note, Zargan and everyone else in chat, it's been an absolute pleasure streaming Soulframe. I will be back on tomorrow, so I've got to do some behind the scenes work before the code giveaway, and I'm gonna enjoy doing that. So 2.5 years for you. Yeah, wow. Yeah, oh my God, you learned so much from it. Hey, interconnectivity, like there's so many people out there. Like, I use StreamerBot, and oh my God, like the amount of features that particular software has alone is crazy good. So still learning a lot from it though too. So yeah, thanks, Sargon. You too. It was great to meet you and have a chat as well. So I'll go and get my lunchies, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the code giveaway tomorrow. I'll have a look at time frames and time zones. I'll probably do it in the afternoon because I feel like that'll be more everyone's morning time. So I think that's more of like a fair thing to do rather than doing early morning, because I'm sure it's quite late where you guys are. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna go feed my face, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Soulframe code giveaway. Take care of yourselves, rehydrate, get some good sleep, and I will say ciao for now.